important things that a biomedical professional needs to know if they want to work abroad or if you want to move abroad. The cultural differences in communication. So I already alluded to the way I express myself, I communicate, and I do have to modify it for different settings, both like in-person settings and on different types of online communication. So I'm actually lucky to be in the US because the US is more on the direct communication side. For example, in Japan, the more indirect way of communicating is the way to do it, right? So if you can investigate ahead of time, read some books, watch YouTube videos, whatever way you're learning, so that then you're not surprised when you're perceived differently that you actually want to come across because of the way you communicate. Another aspect of cultural differences in communication is the level of hierarchy in the country and in the profession that you're going to be working, because in the medical profession it is a very highly hierarchical working environment, meaning the status comes with experience. You gain experience by practicing longer. So basically you're going to have older people who have higher status or higher in the hierarchy than the people who are just entering. It is a little bit mixed up now in the space of artificial intelligence and the cutting edge tech, where you have younger people with a lot of expertise, but that comes with additional challenges. How do you communicate with the older experts to gain their support for your initiatives and basically understand how your professional environment, first level, the language level, the national level and way of communicating with your colleagues, and second, your professional environment. How does that work? For example, in Germany, you have very formal ways of talking to your colleagues. If they're not your friends, you're going to address them by sir. That's the same in Poland, Spain, whereas in the US, you usually use the first name. In the medical environment, you're going to use the titles, you're going to use doctors or whatever the other titles, but mostly it's doctor with the last name if it's formal, maybe if you know each other better. But this is super important to highlight the professional credentials of your colleagues if this is what's expected in professional communication. And if you are thinking of going to the US or another country as a doctor or a biomedical professional, and you would like the content of this video as a checklist to help you guide your process, go ahead and download it right now. You can scan the code or there's going to be a link in the description below. And I talk to you in the next episode.